Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Ghost and I make content for the game World of Warships Legends. It's nice to meet you all. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Tier 3 German premium battleship, the Nassau, which you guys can get this right now in the store for 1,800 doubloons, and it is, as I call it, the competitor to the Bellerophon. Now, we're going to talk about the upgrades and loadout. We have secondary battery mod 2, along with propulsion mod 2 as well. Keep in mind, we do not have the two upgrades. They do cost 5 million credits, and right now I'm trying to buy ships, so therefore I am not going to spend 5 million credits on a Tier 3 battleship. That to me is ridiculous. So, we have HE and AP. We have, of course, unlimited damage control parties, as well as 5 repair parties and 3 secondary consumables. We have the early adopter flag, along with the Jackal camo, and it's completely unique. It actually looks very, very cool indeed. And as you guys can see, it's pretty much the same exact camo that's on the Jackal in the game mode for the Saving Transylvania, so keep that in mind. Survivability, really good. Not a lot of health, but lots of armor. Lots of armor. All that orange there you guys could see, and the very bright red, pink kind of color on the belt there, that's all armor. It's very, very good within the armor department. Now we have the artillery. We have, of course, 283mm guns, each shot 13.7, 22-second reload, pretty decent. The turret rotation, not that good. It's a battleship as well with the HE shells, not good. AP is okay. These are pretty low caliber armor-piercing shells and HE shells. Keep that in mind. Secondaries, fantastic. And you guys are going to see a lot of that in the gameplay. AA defense, awful. It's not good. It's only got like 1 or 2 AA guns. Maneuverability is actually decent, so keep that in mind. As well, the concealment, I think it's pretty average for the tier. 11.5 concealment. The armor, it's very good. The belt, the belt is very good, but the nose is very weak, so keep that in mind. And of course, the citadel is raised, but usually when a shell hits and tries to go to the citadel, it doesn't penetrate the citadel and get a citadel because most of the blast absorbs in that belt there, as you guys can see. It loses a lot of penetration when entering the citadel. It's agile and it has modest guns. Let's take a look at the commander. We have Franz von Hipper and Andrew Cunningham as inspirations, along with Auger. We have A Good Day's Work. We have Porcupine, we have Firefighter, we have Master Mechanic, and Will to Rebuild. He's a Legendary 2, rank 16 Captain. I'll see you all in the gameplay. Enjoy the video. Alrighty, we're going to be in the Tier 3 Nassau on Big Race. It's going to be a Capture the Base mode. We're going to be up against someone I do recognize, and I think I do have them added as a friend, U.S. Army Fox. Now, I think I added him like I'd say a year ago when the Alaska first came out, because I saw him in one of Spartan's videos. Yes, I used to watch Spartan. I think most of us watched Spartan at one point. And yeah, so if you guys don't know who Spartan is, please go watch him, because I don't know where you guys have been living. If you guys watch any sort of videos here on World of Warships Legends, you guys got to know some other folks. And he is also linked on my channel, so keep that in mind. But that's how I have Army Fox at, and I recognized him. It's a name that is usually separated from most other people, and yeah, so I sent him a message at the beginning of the match saying howdy, and here we go. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going left here, and we're going to hopefully get into some fun. Now, keep in mind, we are going to have some fun, and when I say some fun, oh boys and girls, get ready, get your popcorn. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be kind of slow at the beginning, and we're going to miss a shot at the beginning, but it all starts getting fun here very, very shortly. Or maybe not so shortly. Now, unfortunately, we do miss the Culloden. Of course, typical German dispersion. American ships are better. Lol. Just kidding. If played well, any ship can be good, and I've told most of you guys that already. But if you guys are new, I always say that. Any ship can be good if played correctly. And the Nassau is definitely one of those ships that is good, but it could be even better. And even to the point where it's almost unstoppable if played correctly. And now, we do make a few mistakes in this match, keep that in mind, but we do try our best to do what we can with this ship and ultimately win the match. Now, unfortunately, right off the bat, we do lose a cruiser. That's pretty typical. Arkansas did dev strike our Tenryu, I believe. And, of course, most of us know, not all of us, but most of us know that the Tenryu is made literally of paper, and it has a citadel nearly bigger than its ship. So I'm not completely surprised that he got dev struck by the Arkansas. It's unfortunate. Now, I don't know what U.S. Army Fox was thinking. But what is he doing? Why does he need to rush around that corner like that? Maybe he was like, it's tier 2, nobody's gonna kill me, right? Right? Well, no, I'm here, and I'm going to kill you, because I don't know what he was thinking. It's not very smart to rush around that corner. He obviously had some slight shit to the brain, pardon my language, kind of moment there, and he's dead. He was the first enemy to die on the enemy team. Now, of course, these are low tiers, and not just everybody's stupid, but most of us are pretty dumb. And we were all here at one point. Keep that in mind, is we all started out somewhere. And, yeah, you gotta start somewhere. But he is dead, and that's good. First destroyer gone. There is another destroyer still alive in the enemy team. And yeah, it's tier 2. I'm not gonna get too crazy about talking about strategies. Everybody's kind of learning down here. Everybody's rushing at each other. Most people aren't exactly the smartest people in the world. And like this Toronto here, you guys are going to see. So, yeah, I'm not going to get too much into the strategy of tier 3 battles. But when I'm in my tier 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, and legendaries, I will, however, start talking a lot about what people's mistakes are and giving them some advice on how to change their mistakes. And hopefully teaching you people out there to not make those same mistakes as some of these people do. Now, this Toronto got very lucky that he didn't just get removed from the match. He got very lucky because he was going broadside and angled in a little bit, and he should have been absolutely crapped on, but unfortunately he wasn't. But we're about to have a reload in, and we open fire, and what? A bunch of overpens and bounces on a tier 2. Wow, that's very surprising. I was actually kind of going crazy there. But of course our secondaries can pen them, and as you guys can see, they are doing pretty well. And here in 6 seconds, we are going to pop our secondary consumable. Now, we were debating on popping it for a second, but we're like, screw it. I want a close quarters expert, and I don't want anybody to yoink it, so I pop it anyway, as you guys can see there. And if you guys don't know, the close quarters expert is a medal you get when you kill somebody with your secondaries. And our secondary consumable increases the accuracy, I believe, by 50%, or it decreases the dispersion by 50%. I don't know, but it makes your secondaries overall more accurate, and I think it decreases the reload time. So overall, pretty useful thing, and it lasts for 30 seconds. And boom, bada bing, we did get our first close quarters expert. Keep in mind what I said. I said first close quarters expert. So there's more to come. Now the match is going to start getting spicy. Once we get into this cap here, once we get over by this Culloden, it's going to get spicy. Now do keep in mind that Toronto was in a division with this Culloden that we're looking at here. And are we going to be able to get a division wipe? Let's see. Culloden is spotted by our carrier, and he is going to be, looks like, rushing around the island. And what we're doing is we're waiting for him. We're anticipating him to come out broadside, and even if he angles, I don't care. Culloden, Danae, all made out of paper, and I know I can absolutely crap on him if he decides to come out broadside, and which he does. And we do wait for a minute. There's a little port there in the way, and we absolutely crap on him, getting our first Citadel of the match. And our secondaries are absolutely going off right now. And yeah, this Culloden is like, what the hell just happened? But what happened, Sunshine, is you came around broadside and you failed your torpedoes, and you got citadeled, and you lost all of your health. And yeah, that's not too fun. We actually did get 2 bounces on that Culloden, and I was not expecting that at all. But we do fire off with our secondaries, and we do manage to get our second close quarters expert. But that's not just it. We're going to get another one, and you guys are going to see what it's going to be on. But we do see our the Wyoming out there, and we do fire our 283s at them, and just a little pop shot and hoping to do some damage. But unfortunately, we get 2 bounces. Yeah, that's to be expected with the ship. They're not the biggest shells in the world, and that's honestly to be expected at any tier 3. In all tier 3 battles, is most of your shells are going to be bouncing a lot on angled battleships. However, the Orion, which I might do a video in, that's the ship I would prefer over all these, is the Orion. The Orion is fantastic. But yeah, so I haven't talked much about yet the why I think the Nassau is better than the Bellerophon. But to be completely honest with you, I don't think the Nassau is better. I think it's pretty equal. But I think there is something I need to mention about the Nassau is, do you like brawling? Or do you like sniping and using your guns? And basically, do you like gunning more at range, or do you like brawling? And that's a question you got to answer to yourself. And if you like brawling, Nassau is definitely going to be for you. And if you like sitting at range and having really good accuracy on your guns, building your ship for accuracy, and sniping ships at long range, you would like the Bellerophon more. So keep that in mind for people that are coming into this video wanting to form an opinion if they want the Nassau or the Bellerophon, if they actually want to buy one of them. And honestly, still, even if you like long-range sniping, the Nassau, if you build it correctly, this thing can still be a long-range sniper. And even if you're a full-on dispersion build, it could still turn in to still a brawler. It still brawls pretty well. So keep that in mind. Even the accuracy might even help it. But I'm a full-on brawler, and I have all the things that help me survive, I have all the things that help with my secondaries, and that's why I succeed so much in these brawls here. And unfortunately, these guns are just not working for me. And this freaking Wyoming has been absolutely crapping on me up to this point. And there's nothing we can really do about it, except kind of accept it. And yeah, we do get another gun off on him, and unfortunately, it doesn't kill him. And we're about to get more of our guns off, and we do open fire here soon, and boom, bada bing, there he goes. That is our third kill of the match, bringing our damage up to 68,000 damage. So, now if someone likes, one kind of play style, if they like brawling, if they really like brawling, like if you really like brawling, which you don't like German battleships, or you like, kind of a mix between accuracy and brawling, then I think the Bellerophon could be definitely decent. The Bellerophon can brawl, but I think the Nassau just does it better, because it's literally, if you build it for it, it's actually really, really good. But like I said, it all comes down to your preference on if you want the Bellerophon for its accuracy and range, and sniping capabilities, or do you want Nassau for its brawling capabilities, its secondaries, its decent guns. Yeah, I think, though, I still prefer the Nassau. I just have a lot more fun in this ship than Bellerophon. Bellerophon is just, for me, it's not fun. I don't like it, and I'll be completely honest with you guys on that. Because there are so many better choices out here other than the Bellerophon. Now, don't get me wrong, like I've said multiple times, Bellerophon can still be good if played correctly and well. But in my opinion and in my experience, there's some better choices out there than the Bellerophon. And if I was to take an Orion out against the Bellerophon, I'm pretty damn confident I would win that fight 7 out of 10 times against that Bellerophon. The Orion is so underestimated that if I get into it, I'm pretty confident that I can crap on almost anything with it. It's got 14-inch guns, 13.5-inch guns, but basically 14s at Tier 3. And 14-inch guns are like the equivalent of having 16-inch guns at Tier 3. They absolutely smack around. Speaking of smacking around, we did get our high caliber. But I don't know. In my experience, I like harder hitting guns. I like decent armor. I like a mix between all of it. And I really like the Orion much more. And it's a tech tree battleship. It's British. It's fantastic. I run Cunningham on it. And I even have a really old video as well on the channel in the Orion. If you guys want to check that out, keep in mind that it is a very old video. And well, old videos usually are quite cringy to watch. And I completely changed from how I was about 4 months ago than how I am now. So, with all that being said, the match is coming to an end. And we are almost done with our Nassau here. And we unfortunately take a torp right on the rear there. And we get all of our guns off on the Langley. And we unfortunately just keep on getting overpens. Even with the smaller caliber guns, I still get tons and tons of overpens on a lot of ships. And there's just not much you can do about that. There really isn't much you can do. Just gotta hope to God you get some Citadels or some pens, and that's literally all it is. You're playing with RNG, and that's what this game sometimes is all about. In some games, you'll absolutely crap on people, and that's just how it is. Now, the Langley is going forwards. We aim a little ahead, and we actually do manage to get a Citadel there, finally. Finally, he's punished for making mistakes. Now, there's probably not much he can do. He is a carrier, and honestly, he's screwed either way. And I'm trying to close the distance, and we are in secondary range, and we are letting them ring out. We're trying not to fire too much here, but we still fire anyway, and Unfortunately, we don't kill more of the main guns, but what we do is you guys are going to see, we do manage to, come on secondaries, do it. Do it to them. Can I get them before the planes hit? With the secondaries, I see one shell. And we do manage to take out the Langley with our secondary, and that's our third close quarters expert, and that's the most amount of close quarters experts I've ever had, and especially at tier 3 battleships. I've never had that many close quarters expert. The most I've had was 2. I've only had 2, and that one I think was in the the Massachusetts. I had 2 close quarters experts and an absolute crap ton of damage. I love the Massachusetts, as you guys might know. It is my favorite battleship, probably in the game. One of them, anyway. But I have a lot of course, I love a lot of ships, but yeah, it's one of my favorites. And yeah, match is over, and that's it. So, hope you all did like this one, and yeah, I might have stumbled over my words a bit. I am very freaking tired, and I've been up half the night trying to get a good match recorded. I've just been having fun as well with other people, playing some World of Warships, and I'm very tired, so I'm sorry if I was talking a bit sluggishly. But anyways, I hope you all did enjoy. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy as always.